So hello everybody and welcome to today's Section 5 Livingston County matchup between Hornell and Livonia. Live here from Maple City Park. Livonia comes in at 9-5, Hornell 9-3. Looking at the starting lineup for Livonia. Fian, Benitez, Kearney, Benitez, O'Keefe, Bean, O'Connell, Stewart, and then Faso. Start things off here in the lineup. Looking at the B1 standings, Hornell still seated in third place after losing to Aquinas the other day. Batavia also took a loss. Livonia in fifth place right behind things there, so things are heating up as we get to the end of the season. Hey, John, there's no game tomorrow? No, Varsity, yeah. Just double checking with tomorrow's games tomorrow. Hornell does travel to Dansville because I heard somebody said they canceled, but it was just the JV game they canceled. So, and then Saturday morning, Hornell welcomes York here at 11 a.m. So tomorrow at Dansville, and then Saturday morning against York. On the mound for Hornell, number 24, Charlie Oyer. He's done a good job this year. Last meeting, Hornell and Livonia 10-run Hornell in a bizarre game which saw 9 batters in a row make contact with the ball and put it into play on both teams. And Livonia ended up 10-run in Hornell. It's the difference between putting the ball in play and having it go right to the defender, which happened to Hornell a lot. And good pitching by Benitez that game.
Leading off the top of the first inning for Livonia will be the shortstop, number 2, Connor Fian. Connor Benitez on deck.
So Connor Fian, junior, takes a ball. A 1-1. The JV game, like I said, Hornell does travel to Dansville for the varsity, but the JV game here has been postponed because of no officials, so umpires. 1-2. That's low and outside, 2-2. That one's a hit. It's going to fall in.
At the plate for the Bulldogs will be the pitcher, number 10, Connor Benitez. Jack Kearney on deck.
This is Connor Benitez. Got him, double play.
At the plate for Livonia, who the first baseman, number 7, Jack Kearney. Alex Benitez is on deck.
This is Jack Carney. Oh, 0-2. Hit him. Didn't look like he attempted to get out of the way. He got hit by pitch. You got to try getting out of the way, or it didn't look like it. Let's see if I can see from the replay there. I think it's a judgment call by the umpire, I believe, right after that. So it's another reason I bring it up. I really don't care. I mean, it's just that I know they in the Major League Baseball, I've seen it happen a couple times where you got the runner or the batter had to get back. This is Alex Benitez. Fouls that one off. 1-1. 2 outs. Jack Kearney on first. Nice hit by Kearney.
Now batting for the Livonia, the center fielder, number 1, Brady O'Keefe. Matt Dean is on deck.
This is Brady O'Keefe, 10th grader. One and one. This one lifted Miller underneath it. And the third out. So a couple hits, 2 runners left on. No damage done. Here we go to the bottom of the first. Hornell due up. Today's game brought to you by Strobel Supply, 40 Shalma Industrial Park in Hornell. Looking for employment? They are now hiring. Distribution, liquid paint application, and Presidium floor coating. They're a DuPont dealership and a 3M dealer for the area. So give them a call, 607-324-1721. Dr. Ali Mansour, your sports medicine physician, orthopedic surgeon at St. James Hospital. 607-385-3740. Give him a call. Dr. Ali Mansour. First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you, earn cash back rewards. Foreign ATM is refunded. Do you Apex? I do. First Heritage Federal Credit at corners of Mays and Seneca Street, across from the Hornell High School. The Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street. Cremation services only $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks to Jim Dagan, Laura Pico. The lowest cremation services are at the Dagan Funeral Home. The Dagan Funeral Home. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. Offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP. For Connors and Ferris, proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, and your Hornell Red Raiders, Connors and Ferris. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 great locations to serve you better. Insurance coverage you can count on from the professionals and Jeff Ryan at the Ryan Agencies. The Ryan Agencies. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Make car buying simple when you drive your deal at one of these 2 great locations. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. Log on to the website, check out over the 300 new and used vehicles on the lots.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for the Red Raiders will be the center fielder, number 17, Gates Miller. Wide Argentina.
Here's Benitez. Leading things off for Hornell is Gates Miller. That's low, 2-0. Miller hits a base hit. Gates Miller.
At the plate for Hornell will be the first baseman, number 7, Wyatt Argentieri. Jake Ponceau on deck.
So Wyatt Argentieri up. Miller on first. And the ball gets away. So Miller down to second. Benitez checks on Miller. Throws one outside, 1-0. Time called. Be foul out of bounds. One and one. 2-1. Gates Miller on second, the lone runner for Hornell. Chopper right to first base. Easy play for Kearney.
Now batting for the Raiders will be catcher, number 11, Jake Ponceau. Dad Horner is on deck.
So that ground out by Argentieri does move Miller to third. So Miller Panicello takes a hack at it, 0-2. Low and inside. 1-2. Sun's out today. Nice to get a little sun. I see it's supposed to be nice for the next week. It is supposed to rain, I think, next Wednesday. And he says he's out. Can't challenge. He can ask the other umpire. Let's see if we can see it on the replay. Geez, it looked like he was there, didn't it? It's hard to tell. So the run does score for Hornell to make it 1-0. Some lady over there from Livonia just started screaming. It was funny.
Let's go 3-3. Hey, going. Go, Mater.
That one's high. Full count to Oyer. And walked him. Again, if you're just joining us, here's the B1 standings coming into today's game. Hornell 9-3. Remember, the most important part is the right side there. 3.333 for Hornell. Livonia in 5th place, so not far behind. So Gennaro Pico up. Pico lifts it. Bean underneath it. So 1 run scores. Runner left on. We'll be back after this.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cashback or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
This is Matthew Bean, senior. One nothing Hornell. Bean foul tip, 2-1. Three and one. Bad bounce. Nothing Rose could do that time.
Batting Livonia, the right fielder, number 17, second baseman, number 9, Caden O'Connor. Tom Stewart on that.
This is Caden O'Connor. He's not on the roster for online, so he must have been just added. Bean running. Nice run-in by Argenteri that time.
Batting for the Bulldogs, will be the third baseman, number 11, Tom Stewart. Luke Basso is on the ball.
Tom Stewart. Oh, and 2. One out. Bean at third. The lone runner on base for Livonia. Top of the second inning, 1-0 Hornell. That one's high, 1-2. And a strikeout. 2 down now with Bean on third.
Batting for Livonia, will be the designated hitter, number 20, Luke Basso. Connor Pean is on deck.
This is Luke Fossil. Bottom of the order here with Fossil. And nice play by Oyer.
Just as a reminder, the concession stand is open. Hot dogs, hamburgers, pretzels, grilled cheese, tomato soup, chips, candy, ice cream. They take credit cards, personal checks, debit cards, IOUs, food stamps.
He was talking about what the concession stand. Actually, why he's saying that, let's take a look. At the concession. It's run by the Hornell Steamers, Collegiate Bay. There you can see a grilled cheese, hot dog. Some of the food I had the other day. There's the fine folks that work in the dining car, they call it. Of course, the Steamers named after the dining car in reference to trains, which Hornell is famous for.
Leading off the inning for the Red Raiders, batting in the 6th position. Number 6.
MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner. Web development, search optimization, blog content, and so much more. Log on to MysticMedia.com. Thanks, Jim Moore, Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Thanks, Brian Butler and the fine folks. Mike Hess up there at Butler Excavating and at City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. A nice hit by Rose, but easy play.
The left fielder, number 13, Andrew Davis. Charlie Oyer is on deck.
Andrew Davis up, the junior. There's a strike. The ball gets free.
Dish for the Red Raiders, the pitcher, number 24, Charlie Oyer. Dan Barnett is on deck.
This is the pitcher, Charlie Oyer, who takes one in the dirt. Davis at second, one out here. Oyer takes a swing, fouls back to the netting, 1-1. Just a reminder, tomorrow at Babcock Park in Dansville, 4:30 start. We'll be bringing a live boys baseball as Hornell takes on Dansville. And Oyer strikes out. And then right back here Saturday morning as a game that's been twice rescheduled, and then with the rain and the bad weather, York comes to town Saturday morning at 11 a.m. right here live on Peisch Sports YouTube channel, the York Knights. Join us so tomorrow at 4:30 and then Saturday morning at 11. Might as well join us for those two great games coming up. Barnett takes a swing. Another strike. Oh, and 2 to Barnett. And strike 3. So Barnett strikes out. 1 left on. No hits, no, and 1 error. We go to the 3rd. We'll be back.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you. Get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
So welcome back, top of the 3rd. Connor Feehan, who led the game off with a hit. Hit to right field. See if he pushes it again. If he makes contact. Charlie Oyer's got different ideas. It's 2-0 though. And I'm not saying the ideas of walking him. So. Wow. What a catch. Gates Miller. That was a thing of beauty.
Batting for Livonia will be the pitcher, number 10, Connor Benitez. Jeff Cooney on deck.
Almost looked like Gates kind of overran it, but it's obviously when you're running full speed to go after that. It was quite a contact by Feehan. 0-2 to Connor Benitez now. Hit into the double play in the 1st inning. After Feehan got on base with the hit. There's a base hit.
Now batting for Livonia will be the first baseman, number 7, Jack Kearney. Alex Benitez on deck.
Jack Kearney up. Partly cloudy skies, mostly it's cleared up a little bit since it was cloudy about an hour or so ago. Foul. Nothing wrong with a little exercise there. Benitez heads back to first. So 1 out, Benitez on first, 0-2 count to Kearney. Kearney lifts it. Miller out there again.
Then for Livonia will be the catcher, number 12, Alex Benitez. Brady O'Keefe is on deck.
This is Alex Benitez. When it hit him, but it happens. This one's a base hit. Gonna send so easily scoring that time is Connor Benitez.
At the plate for the Bulldogs will be the center fielder,
Alex Benitez.
number 1, Brady O'Keefe. Matt Bean on deck.
He said he balked. I didn't see. Umpire is explaining to him what he did wrong.
Come on, let her fly. Let her
Oh, nice try. So another run home.
At the plate for Livonia will be the right fielder, number 17, Matt Bean. Caden O'Connor.
Bean up. That was Brady O'Keefe with that hit to center. Two outs here, 2 runs home for the Bulldogs. Bean looking at 1-1. A strike. Bean reached on an error in the second inning. And strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the third. Check that. 2-1. Livonia. Today's game brought to you by John Dagan, attorney at law. 324-6690 for John and Dagan, attorney. 30 years experience here in the southern tier. The best Italian cuisine around is the Italian Villa, the Argentieri family. 607-324-6063. The pictures do not do it justice. The food is absolutely delicious there, and the portions, ask your neighbors and friends, the portions are outrageous. Have a meal for the next couple days. Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell, 324-6424. Need a new computer or one repaired? It's Ed's Computers. Call Ed at 607-324-6424. Ed's Computers. Laptops. Look how happy that laptop looks in that picture. Back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Call Dr. John Wyant, Dr. Rich Chakowski at Wyant Chiropractic, 324-7246. Accepting new patients now. Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Gilio, 24-hour emergency service, fully bonded and insured. It's Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Chad Gilio. He's done a few jobs for me recently. Did a great job, same-day service for me. Not because he knows me, but Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben and Allegheny counties for over 25 years. Dr. Pat Pico. Gates Miller lifts one. Nice play. Beautiful play that time by Fian. So Wyatt Argentieri up.
The first baseman, number 7, Wyatt Argentieri. Jake Panicello is on deck.
Argentieri grounded out to first base. 0 for 1 today. That one's in the dirt. Argentieri looking at a 2-1 count. Hornell scored 1 run bottom of the first. That's lifted. So an easy play for O'Keefe. Second out.
Coming to the plate for Hornell will be the catcher, number 11, Jake Panicello. Devin Orner is on deck.
Foul tip by Panicello. Ponticello grounded out to short. 0 for 1 today. 2 outs. Nobody on here. Davin Hoyer, second baseman, due up next. The would-be next batter. 1-2 to Ponticello. Ponticello, that one's going to be foul. Ponticello going to Alfred State next year to play baseball. And strike 3. Benitez will be back.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Chapter in local health.
In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Welcome back.
Leading off this inning for Livonia is the second baseman, number 9, Caden O'Connor.
Caden O'Connor, who grounded out to Oyer at second. 0 for 1 today.
Tom Stewart on deck.
I think his father's. That's going to drop in there.
Now batting for Livonia, the third baseman, number 11, Tom Stewart. Duke Basso on deck.
Again, he doesn't. I'm surprised the coaches don't argue. He just stands there. Aren't you surprised any of the coaches don't say anything because he just stood there again? Would you argue it? Litter. No, don't worry about it. And I don't know if that rule is in high school or not, that you have to at least attempt to get out of the way, but the umpires don't notice it, and like I said, I'm just guessing that it's a rule, and hey, if you can do it, do it. Luke Fossil. Good job by Argenteri. Run it in.
Now batting for the Bulldogs will be the shortstop, number 2, Connor Fian. Connor Benitez on deck.
Top of the order for the Bulldogs. This is Connor Fian, who is 1 for 2. He had a hit to right field and then popped out to center. He's looking at a 1-0 count. 2 men on. Tom Stewart, who was hit by the pitches on second. Caden O'Connor, who got on with a hit to lead things off here in the top of the, what is it? Top of the third, top of the fourth. I don't even know what it is. I can't. Top of the fourth. Okay, my screen is obscured by a wire, so this one popped up. Might have a chance. Oh, and just kind of overran it with the wind. The wind is swirling here. So a walk. That time he got out of the way. He did. Because he doesn't want to get, it looked like it was headed toward his face. I would duck too.
Connor Benitez. Jet Kearney on deck.
Connor Benitez grounded into a double play and had a line drive into center. He's 1 for 2. One out. Runners on second and third. 0-2 count to Connor Benitez, the senior, who's also pitching today. Popped up again. Argenteri takes a glance, a few trots, but that's out of play. One and two. And he's not going to be able to tag him. So run scores.
Batting for the Bulldogs will be the first baseman. Number 7, Jet Kearney. Alex Benitez is on deck.
This is Jet Kearney. 1 for 2. Well, no, he's 0 for 1. Popped out to center. His last of a hit by Pitt. He was hit by a pitch. Oh, they did tag him at home. I apologize. This one's gonna score a run though. Stewart trots home, and so doesn't Feehan. So it does make it 4-1. So that tag was made at home. I apologize.
The Bulldogs will be the catcher, number 12, Alex Benitez. Radio Keith is on deck.
This is Alex Benitez. 2 for 2. Hit to right, hit to left. Let's see if he can hit it to center this time. Oh, and 2 outs. Nice play by Barnett. 2 more runs come home. They go to the bottom of the 4th. Today's game brought to you by Apex Chiropractic Company. Achieve new heights in wellness. 44 Genesee Street. Dr. Joseph McKay. He's a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. It's Apex Chiropractic. Apex Chiropractic. Hess's Tree and Stump Removal, Bucket Truck Services, Chipping, Stump Grinding, Dependable Expert Service. Call Lenny Rose, 607-324-1326. Hess's Tree and Stump Removal. Give him a call. Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signs. 281-8777. Team School Sports Work Apparel. No order too big, no order too small. Valley Apparel and Designs. John Birch at Maple City Collision, the best auto body repair shop in the area. It's Maple City Collision, 607-324-1155. Tell him John sent you. All makes and models, all years. Maple City Collision. Taking a quick look again at the B1 standings. Hornell lost to Aquinas the other day, but did not lose. Well, you always lose ground when you lose, but still remained in 3rd place. Livonia not far behind. Again, a reminder, tomorrow we'll be live from Dansville, 4:30 start from Babcock Park. Hornell Red Raiders and the Dansville Mustangs. And then on Saturday morning, right back here against York, 11 a.m. start. A game that's was postponed twice due to weather conditions. Benitez, the social media post of the lineup today by Livonia had Alex Benitez on the cover, not Connor.
Leading off this inning for the Red Raiders will be the second baseman, number 33.
I wish Hornell would send me their lineup ahead of time, but they don't. I'd make up the graphic. A little easier to follow, and I would actually make up graphics too of the lineup, even though the lineup's pretty much stayed the same for the last couple games. This is Davin Hoyer. Davin walked his first at bat. There's a strike. Oyer taking it 3-0. It's low in the dirt, so a leadoff walk here. Bottom of the fourth.
Now batting for the Red Raiders, the third baseman, number 1, Gennaro Pico.
We talked about Oyer a few games ago where he was on base for, he had one hit. This is going to be lifted. Easy play.
The batter's box for the Red Raiders will be shortstop number 6, Sean Rose.
It was Pico that popped out. This is Shawnee Rose, who also popped out his first at bat, popped out to center. Made some good contact to it, but that one's popped up. Let's see if we have play. It's hard to see through the. So Rose, they called that ball in play, actually. Nice play by Kearney.
The left fielder, number 13, Andrew Davis. Charlie Oyer is on deck.
Andrew Davis takes a strike. Davis reached on an error. And the third out. So we go to the fifth. 4-1. We'll be back.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out."
Pre-owned truck headquarters with over 400 late model, low mileage trucks available across 5 locations. Stop searching empty lots and visit Simmons-Rockwell.com now to view hundreds of quality pre-owned trucks you can drive home today. Make car buying simple when you click Drive Your Deal on hundreds of pre-owned trucks at Simmons-Rockwell.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
So welcome back. Charlie Oyer on the mound again for Hornell.
For Livonia will be the center fielder, number 1, Brady O'Keefe. Matt Bean is on deck.
That one's in the dirt. This is Brady O'Keefe. Brady O'Keefe. 1 for 2. So 4 straight balls. Puts O'Keefe on.
Back to the Bulldogs.
This is Matthew Bean.
17, Matt Bean. Caden O'Connor on deck.
Scott Gilman. He's talking to Lenny Caruso. He said he was here when he was coaching 24 or 5 years ago. He was coaching for Livonia. Brady O'Keefe moves down to second. Two and 1 to Bean. And that ball is going to get out of bounds. Another run scores as O'Keefe crosses the line. Makes it 5-0, or 5-1, excuse me. Bean takes another strike. Full count. There's strike 3.
Now batting for the Bulldogs will be the second baseman, number 9, Caden O'Connor. Tom Stewart on deck.
Out number 2.
At the plate for Livonia. The third baseman, number 11, Tom Stewart. Luke Faso is on deck.
Caden O'Connor, who's grounded out to first. Nice play by Davis for the third out. Nonchalantly. That was Tom Stewart. But they do score a run on an error. We'll be back. Today's game is brought to you by your friends at Strobel Supply, 40 Shawmut Industrial Park in Hornell. They're now hiring. Stop in or give them a call, 607-324-1721. Strobel's Supply. Dr. Ali Mansour, your sports medicine physician. He's a orthopedic surgeon. Injured, he's got you covered. 607-385-3740. Dr. Ali Mansour. First Heritage Federal Credit Union, open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you. That's right, earn cashback rewards for an ATM fees refunded. Also Apex, check out all the Apex services that First Heritage can offer you. The Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street, cremation services only $16.95. It's the lowest cremation services in the area. The Dagan Funeral Home. This is Charlie Oyer. It's only Charlie. Got him. Nice play. Nice play by Tom Stewart.
Yeah, the play for Hornell. The right fielder, number 22, Dan Barnett.
So Barnett. This one's popped up. So right underneath it is Alex Benitez. Nice catch.
Now batting for the Red Raiders will be leadoff man, the center fielder, number 17, Gates Miller. 1 yards and 2 yards.
So quick 3 up, 3 down. Today's game brought to you by Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorney's offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. Proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, and your Hornell Red Raiders, Connors and Ferris. And by the Ryan Agency's 3 great locations to serve you better. Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. Home, auto, business. They're my insurance agent. They should be yours. The Ryan Agencies. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Top-notch sales service. Make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons and Rockwell Ford and Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. Log on to Simmons and Rockwell Ford of Hornell.com and Simmons and Rockwell Nissan of Hornell. MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner, web development, search optimization, blog content, and so much more. Log on to Mystic Media. Mystic Media. Thanks, Jim Moore at Mystic Media. Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler, Mike Hess, and the rest of the crew up there at Butler Excavating and City View. John and Dagan General Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John and Dagan. John and Dagan. Charlie Oyer returns to the mound. Luke Faso grounded out to first base his last at bat. Chops one foul, 0-2 to Luke. 2-2. And strike 3.
At the plate for Livonia will be the second baseman, number 2, Connor Feehan.
So top of the order, Connor Feehan.
Connor Benitez on deck.
1 for 2 with a hit and a walk as well. It's low. One out here. Oyer delivers. Oyer does have 5 strikeouts here today. He's given up 7 hits. He's hit a couple batsmen. He's got 2 walks, so 1 and 2 to Feehan. Feehan a little too fast as Rose couldn't. Actually, it was basically hitting the perfect spot for Feehan. That Rose couldn't get to it in time.
At the plate for the Bulldogs will be the pitcher, number 10, Connor Benitez. Jet Kearney on deck.
So an infield hit for Feehan. Connor Benitez is up. And a line drive to center. Is an RBI today. Oh no! Oh, he faked out, but Argenteri did that time, but it was the worst thing he could have done. Take a look here again. Well, he threw it to Oyer. He should have thrown it to Rose. Maybe he tried to throw. Actually, he probably tried to throw it over. Throw it over Oyer that time. That one's grabbed for 0-2. So actually, I take that back. I'm not sure why. Maybe Oyer should have let it go, knowing that Rose is behind him. Because actually, Argenteri has to throw it lower in order to get the tag. So. Another one. Pico has got to get in front of that ball. I know he's trying to tag him, but I mean, it's not a great throw. Actually, let me take a look at it again. It looked like it might have been right where it needed to be, but actually Pico should get in front of the bag, not behind it. He's got to run. Once he sees that steal, that way he can grab it and olay him. My opinion. This one's over the head.
In the rush for Livonia will be the catcher, number 12, Alex Benitez. Radio Keith is on deck.
And maybe Pico doesn't have to be in front of the bag, but he's at least got to be on the bag enough where he can stop that ball if it's in the dirt. I'll have to look at it again at home, but I could be totally wrong on how he did it. But on the TV here, looking at the screens, it looked like he was in the wrong position, but could have helped with a better throw, but it happens. Alex Benitez. Full count. That's outside. Too lazy. If the ball gets free, you got to know there's a runner on third. Situational baseball. You got to know where people are. Davis did get there in time.
Now batting for the Bulldogs will be the center.
Just a great run.
Number 1, Radio Keith.
Great knowing the situation for Livonia.
Matt Bean on deck.
And the force out. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Couple runs score, 2 of them to be exact. Of course, that is a couple. Mistakes aren't bad during the regular season, but once sectional comes, you need to clean that up. See Coach Pat McHale giving a little instruction to Argenteri. Pat knows what he's talking about. I'm telling you, he's been around a long, long time, coached a lot of years. The Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street, the best Italian cuisine around, is at the Italian Villa. It's not been the Argenteri family over 60 years of bringing you the best Italian cuisine around. The Italian Villa. Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street, laptops, network systems, security systems, towers. They build my computers and service them. They never really need service because they're built so well. Back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Chakowski at Wine Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive, 324-7246.
Leading off this inning, the Red Raiders will be the first baseman, number 7, Wyatt Argenteri. Jake Monticello on deck.
So Wyatt Argenteri up at the plate for Hornell. Argenteri grounded out, popped out 0-2. I'm going to do it again. I never see him go 0-4 in a game. He usually gets some sort of hit. There's a strike. 3-1 to Argenteri. Panicello on deck. And he goes around trying to protect himself. And strike 3, Argenteri goes down looking.
Batting for Hornell will be the catcher, number 11, Jake Panicello. Devin Oyer is on deck.
Kearney underneath it for the second out. And don't forget, live tomorrow, Hornell takes off and heads to Dansville at Babcock Park. 4:30 start right here on Peisch Sports. Don't miss any of the action. So second baseman Devin Oyer. Oyer has earned a couple walks here today. He got him. So 1, 2, 3 inning. Go to the top of the 7th. We'll be back.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cashback or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Okay, top of the 7th. Seven to 1.
Now batting for Livonia will be number 24, Jack Tebow.
So here's Jack Tebow, Jr.
Zachary Williamson is on deck.
Williamson on deck. Pico pitching for Hornell.
Number 1, Gennaro Pico.
So 4 pitches and a walk.
At the plate for the Bulldogs, number 32, Zachary Williamson.
So Zachary Williamson.
Jackson Cook on deck.
Ten hits for Livonia today. I'm not sure. Well, he had to come up a little bit. Thought Argenteri, you've got to get near the base, but Argenteri had to run back, take a couple steps. He did have to come to make sure the ball didn't get free at all, but nice throw by Ponticello. And a balk by Pico. Williamson 2-1. Pico taking a long time here. Throws back to second. And the tag. Nice job by Rose and Davis.
Number 21, Jackson Cook. Aiden O'Keefe is on deck.
Jackson Cook at the plate. Throws over to first. Davis over to get it. Nice play by Davis.
Now batting for Livonia, number 8, Aiden O'Keefe.
Aiden O'Keefe.
Connor Feehan is on deck.
Two outs. Run around first. 1-1. Davis, a little too far for him. And strike 3. Bottom of the 7th. Coming up, Hornell's last chance. Today's game brought to you by Maple City Collision, the best auto body repair shop around is Maple City Collision. Tell them John sent you. That's John Birch, owner-operator, 607-324-1155, all makes and models and years. Maple City Collision. Valley Apparel and Designs, they do custom apparel and signs, 281-8777, team, school, sports, work apparel, and so much more. Thanks, Valley Apparel and Designs. You can see all they can do. Signage, don't forget T-shirts, everything. Banners, keychains, whatever you want. They can get them, and they can do them. Hess's Tree and Stump Removal, Bucket Truck Services, Chipping, Stump Grinding, Dependable Expert Service. Call Lenny Rose, 324-1326. Hess's Tree and Stump Removal. Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Dr. Joseph McKay, 44 Genesee Street in Hornell. A professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. It's Apex Chiropractic and Dr. Joseph McKay. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street in Wellsville, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben and Allegheny counties for over 25 years. Dr. Pat Pico. Dr. Pat Pico. Rustic Lux, don't throw that piece of furniture away. Bring it into Rustic Lux, pre-loved refurbished furniture. To Rustic Lux, right down the street from Hornell High School on Seneca Road. It's Rustic Lux. Hornell looking for a batter. So last chance for Hornell. This is Gennaro Pico.
At the plate for the Red Raiders will be the pitcher, number 1, Gennaro Pico.
That's a strike. It's the low portion of the plate. Rose due up next is Connor Benitez still on the mound. Surprisingly, Benitez only has 3 strikeouts. Two, 3 and 1. To Pico. Hornell needs base runners. That's a nice fastball. Full count. He's got 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. Make that 3 walks.
Coming to the plate for the Red Raiders.
Hornell, a tough hill to climb here. In danger of being swept in the season series here between Hornell and Livonia. Hornell 10-run at Livonia, and Rose is going to get a hit. Pico stops at second. I can't imagine anyone's going to be stealing here because it doesn't matter. You don't want to get thrown out. You need base runners.
At the plate for left fielder, number 13, Andrew Davis.
That's outside. Let him throw the first pitch. First strike, I should say. That's outside 2-0. Trip to the mound here. Today's game is brought to you by back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Chakowski at Wine Chiropractic Associates, 607-324-7246, Wine Chiropractic. Again, we reminded you we're taking a trip to Dansville tomorrow for a 4:30 game, and then we'll be right back here Saturday morning as York comes to town, 11 a.m. Hornell versus York. There's a strike. I always mention how that trip to the mound always does the pitcher good. Davis swings, pops it back to the net. 2-2, a strikeout would be big here for Benitez. Pop foul. 2-2. Is that? I'm not sure. I think it wasn't run interference. I'm not sure what everyone's going to be safe. Tried for the. That time Stewart came in. Or that wasn't Stewart. Who was it? Was it Stewart that time?
Eric Ross.
So bases loaded, nobody out. Eric Ross. See Coach Rose or Coach Flint having a word with him. Making sure. I'm sure the first thing he told him is let him throw the first strike. It's high and inside. I'd be telling him, take here again, obviously. There's a strike. It would be huge here. Way behind the pitch that time, but it was a strike down the middle. Can't imagine Benitez is going to throw anything but a fastball here. And he does. It's high. 2-2. Hayden Smith due up next. There's strike 3. Nice pitch by Benitez. So Hayden Smith, a little bit behind that one, strike. Again. You know, hindsight, I wonder, well, you really can't bunt in this situation. You're not moving anyone over, really, but one run doesn't get you anything. You need a hit. And both runs come home. Yeah, he's got to realize runner's coming home. So lead off, or top of the order, Gates Miller takes a strike. 1-1 to Miller. That's outside, 2-1. Again, thanks for joining us. 9-5 Livonia and 9-3 Hornell here from Maple City Park. 7-3 is the score. Bottom of the 7th. Hornell's down to their last strike. Benitez delivers. That's slow. Full count with Wyatt Argenteri up next. The would-be next batter. If Miller can get on here with the full count. Easy play. And that's the ball game. So Livonia sweeps the series this year. Good job by them. Here's your final. Again, tomorrow night, we'll hopefully see you. Well, the weather's supposed to be good, so I'll be there definitely, but hopefully tune in. Hornell at Dansville, 4:30 tomorrow. And then Saturday, 11 a.m., we'll be right back here for York. So congratulations to Livonia. This will help them move up in the Class B1 standings. I'm going to show you the standings coming in. I don't have updated graphics, unfortunately. Hornell, so they'll get 10. They'll be 10-5. Hornell will drop down to 9-4 for their second straight loss. That would definitely vault Livonia ahead of Hornell, but depending on what Batavia does too. So they might have just jumped up one. I'm not sure how that'll work. Hornell looks like will drop 2 positions. So again, thank you everybody for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night at Babcock Park in Dansville. Have a good night, everybody.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
in local health.
In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out.
Pre-owned truck headquarters with over 400 late model, low mileage trucks available across 5 locations. Stop searching empty lots and visit Simmons-Rockwell.com now to view hundreds of quality pre-owned trucks you can drive home today. Make car buying simple when you click Drive Your Deal on hundreds of pre-owned trucks at Simmons-Rockwell.com.